Ryobi just built a power station that doesn't look like a power tool at all. It looks like something you'd pack for a blackout, not a job site. And it runs on the same battery already sitting in your garage. You'll save yourself a scramble next time the power goes out if you stick around and subscribe. Ryobi's 40-volt, 300-watt power source C-charger, model RY40BG02B, the biggest of 3 new charging units the brand just added to its lineup. Here is the detail that matters. It charges a 40-volt battery over USB-C in 95 minutes, not overnight. Under 2 hours. For a contractor who burned through batteries by lunch, that is the difference between sitting idle and getting back to work before the crew notices you stopped. That speed comes from sine wave output paired with GaN electronics, the same tech showing up in fast phone chargers. Just scaled up. The payoff is quieter operation and less wasted heat, which means the unit runs longer without cooking itself. Compare that to a standalone power station from most outdoor brands. You are buying a battery that only works with that one box. This one runs on the same 40-volt pack already powering your chainsaw, your snowblower, your string trimmer. That is not an accessory, that is an entire ecosystem quietly turning into a backup power system. Bonus detail nobody expects, it plugs straight into Ryobi's solar panels through the USB-C port, so you can recharge it off-grid with 0 cables designed for that purpose. All that, and it is priced at $119 tool only, battery not included, since it is built to share the ones you've already got. It is not on shelves everywhere yet. Ryobi's rolling its new power source lineup out gradually through spring 2026. So expect this one to show up before the smaller units catch up in availability. Ryobi's 18-volt, 1+200-watt power source C-charger, model PC-LBG06B, the middle child of the new charging trio, and the one built for people who live off their 18-volt batteries already. The signature detail, 2 USB-C ports instead of 1. Small change, real consequence. A laptop and a phone can charge at the same time without one of them stealing wattage from the other. Something anyone who has tried charging 2 devices off a single weak port has felt before. Mechanically, that extra 50 watts over the 150-watt model means it can run things the smaller unit can't quite handle. A 32-inch TV for 2 hours off a 4-amp-hour battery, 6 hours off a 12-amp-hour one. That is a real evening of entertainment out of a battery that normally just runs a drill. Where the cheaper route falls short. A basic USB power bank tops out fast and can't touch a household outlet. Where the pricier route overshoots, a dedicated portable power station built just for camping costs more and locks you into one battery system forever. Not the 300+ tools already in Ryobi's ONE+ lineup. The quiet bonus here: individual on-off switches for the light, the USB ports, and the AC outlet. So nothing drains power it isn't using. Pricing still settling as a new special buy listing. Landing somewhere in the $100 to $130 range tool, only worth checking before you buy, since Ryobi hasn't locked a final number yet. Keep that thought in your pocket, because the next one solves a problem this model doesn't even try to. Ryobi's 18-volt, 1+150-watt power source C-charger, model PC-LBG07B, the smallest of the 3, and the one built to disappear into a bag. Here is the number that sells it. 1 pound. Without a battery, it weighs about as much as a sandwich. That matters to anyone who has thrown out their backhauling gear, older DIYers, weekend campers, anyone who wants power without carrying a brick. The mechanism behind it is the same sine wave charging as its bigger siblings, just tuned for lighter loads: phones, tablets, small fans, a Wi-Fi router during an outage. A 4-amp-hour battery recharges a phone 3 times over. A 12-amp-hour battery does it 10 times. Skip the cheap dollar store power bank, it won't run an actual 120-volt outlet. Skip the name brand jump starter/power station combo too, since you are paying extra for a jumpstart feature most people use twice a year. If that. Bonus most people miss. It doubles as a charger for Ryobi's USB lithium tools, the small stuff: flashlights, screwdrivers that normally needs its own separate charger. At $69.97. Tool only, it is the cheapest way into this whole new power source lineup. And because it is the first of the 3 to actually show up in stock at Home Depot, it is the easiest one to go find this week if you want to see it in person before deciding which size fits your setup. Ryobi's 40-volt HP 20-inch, self-propelled multi-blade mower, Model RY40HP LM08K, the smallest of 3 new mowers, built for the half-acre yard, not the estate. Rewind for a second. Do you actually know what self-propelled is supposed to feel like versus a mower you are shoving yourself? This one drives its own rear wheels, so you are steering, not straining. That is the whole appeal for anyone with a bad knee or a bad back who still wants to mow their own lawn. Under the deck, the crosscut multi-blade system is doing double-duty finer clippings that don't clump, and better dispersal whether you are mulching, bagging, or side discharging. Ryobi says it is built to outpower a 150cc gas mower, which for a mower this size is a real claim, not marketing fluff. A cheap corded electric mower costs less up front, but tethers you to an outlet no good for a yard bigger than your extension cord. A big-name gas mower in this class runs comparable money once you add in a season of gas and oil changes without giving you the instant push-button start. Bonus, the handles fold flat, so it stores standing up in a garage corner instead of eating floor space sideways. It is priced at $599 as a full kit with an 8 amp-hour battery, no separate battery purchase required to get moving. This one's the newest of the 3 mowers to get an official listing. So if you've been eyeing Ryobi's yard lineup, this is the model to watch hit shelves first. 2 more mowers just like it, but built for bigger yards are worth a look before you decide which size actually fits your lawn. Ryobi's 40-volt HP 21-inch push multi-blade mower, model RY40HPL M04K2. Same deck width jump as the last one, but built for people who'd rather push than be pulled along. The detail worth pausing on: dual active battery ports. Most cordless mowers make you stop and swap batteries when one dies. This one runs off 2 at once, sequentially, so the second kicks in the moment the first taps out, no walking back to the garage mid-mow. That translates to up to 80 minutes of runtime per session, enough for a genuine 3/4 acre lot without a recharge brake. And there is a turbo mode that kicks blade speed up automatically the second it senses thick grass, so you are not the one fighting the mower through overgrowth. A basic gas push mower costs less at checkout, but you are back at the pump every few mowings, and pull starting it in cold weather is its own kind of workout. A step-up name-brand cordless mower in this class runs close to the same price without the dual battery runtime trick. Bonus detail: a cut command center right on the handle shows runtime and blade condition in real time, so you are not guessing when the battery's about to quit. Pricing lands around $689 to $739 as a kit with 2 6 amp-hour batteries and a charger, final number still settling as it rolls out. Ryobi's 40-volt HP 21-inch self-propelled all-wheel drive multi-blade mower, model RY40HPL M03K2, the flagship of the 3 and the one built for the yards where hills actually matter. All-wheel drive on a mower isn't common, even in gas. The signature payoff: it adapts its speed to your walking pace automatically, so you are never fighting the machine on a slope or getting dragged faster than you want to go. A real relief for anyone whose knees don't love uneven ground anymore. Ryobi rates it above a 196cc gas mower for power. And the AWD system is what makes that number usable instead of just a spec sheet brag. It is putting that power down on grades a rear-wheel drive mower would slip on. The trade-off stated plainly: a WD burns through battery faster than the push or rear drive models, so the same 2 batteries won't stretch quite as far. Against a comparable gas WD mower, though, you are skipping the oil changes, the pull cord, and the fumes entirely for a similar price. Bonus: it can pair with Ryobi's own 800 CFM blower in a bundled kit. So the same battery family clears your lawn and your driveway. It is priced at $799 as a kit with 26 amp-hour batteries and a charger, the most expensive of the 6. And the one built to justify it on hills the other 2 can't handle as confidently. 6 products, 0 of them a drill, a saw, or anything you'd normally picture when someone says Ryobi. 3 power sources built to turn batteries you already own into backup power. 3 mowers built to turn the same battery platform into your whole yard. You don't need all 6. Look at what is actually missing from your own setup: a way to keep the lights on in a storm, or a mower that doesn't leave your back wrecked by Saturday afternoon. That is the whole reason this lineup exists. Affordable entry points into a system you are already invested in. If one of these solved a problem you've been putting up with, that is worth a like, and worth keeping an eye on Ryobi's site as these roll out through spring 2026.